Hi, I'm Emily Drolet from my video technology project. I'm doing it on the app Seesaw. The app Seesaw is found at web.seesaw.me, and there's two different seesaws for it. So there's a seesaw that's free that you can get, and then there's also, I found out there's a Seesaw Plus. And the Seesaw Plus, the only difference is that it has an assessment tool in it, so you're able to do assessments within that Seesaw app, and that one's $120 a year. Otherwise, there is a free Seesaw. Seesaw can be downloaded on anything, computers, phones, tablets, iPads, like anything you want it to be. Super easy, super convenient for both the teacher and the parents. Seesaw can be used to post reminders, videos, flyers, pictures. You can message privately to parents. I kind of like to compare it to Facebook. So parents can download the app. They will get a QR code and they just scan it. And then it's like an app on their phone, so specifically just for their child. So they will only see stuff that's posted with their child. So when I go and post things, I can either hit all students or I just pick a student. So that way, no matter what, they're only seeing stuff that says their child's name. And it's like Facebook because they'll get a notification to their phone and then they can just go and look at it. So it's super easy, super fast. And I also like it because on the messaging, when you're messaging them privately in a messaging section, you can see if the parents have seen the message. Unlike email, sometimes you're like, hey, did they get the email? Like, did I send it to the right email? This one, you know if they are able to see it or not because it will show seen. Different things I use the app for, kind of like what I already talked about. I use it constantly for daily reminders and daily updates. Super easy to post it right to the families and they get right away just like that sent to their phone. I also like to do it for pictures, so that way the parents are able to see what the kids are doing at school, if they're making progress on stuff. It's just super fun for them to see that. And I also like it because it's super easy communication. Super quick, super easy communication for both the teacher and the parents. So I'm going to kind of go through the app quickly, just to know I do have some post-its on here because this is for my classrooms. I'm a preschool teacher, so just for privacy of my students' names and whatnot, I won't be showing everything, but as much as I can. So like I said, you can have this on anything. I have it on my computer, and then I have it on this iPad. This is what it kind of looks like. So I'm the primary teacher, so my name's up here. And so when you hit it, it shows my two classes. So I have an AM and a PM class. And you can just hit whichever one you want to post to, whichever class you're in. And then it's like that. If you ever have a notification, it would have a little red number. So if you have 3 notifications, there'll be a red 3, 2 for 2. And then you can just hit that for whichever class it is. And then go to it. And then right over here, you have all these things right here. So I normally hit notifications and it'll have messages, which is messages between you and just a parent, so it's private, no one can see it. And then it'll have notifications, which I'm not going to hit it because it'll show names. But then there's notifications, and notifications, it shows if a parent liked a photo, commented on it, anything like that. So that way you're able to see it. So going down. So as you can see, I posted just a little note. So to post a note, you hit this green check. And then it has all these different things. You can share an activity for the kids to do an activity at home with their parents, and they can complete it on the app. And then when they're finished, I would get a notification about it. Or you can just post a student journal. And you can post a video, camera, photo. You can post a drawing the kids did. You can add a file, and adding a file is great. If you need the parents to sign anything or fill out anything, you can add a file, and then they can just click it, and then they can do it right there. Super easy, super convenient, so you don't have to send home all this stuff for them to fill out. Or you can hit note, and then you can type a message. I love to use note, super easy. Right here, there's a check. I'm not going to hit it because my students' names will pop up. But when you hit that, all the names will pop up for that class if you have morning or PM. And you can click which students you want to see that note. Or on the top, it would say all AM. And then you can just hit all AM and it'll go to all your students. And if you don't want anything, you can just hit the X, delete. I'm not going to scroll down because as you can see, There are some pictures down there, but you can keep posting stuff and then parents can like it and comment on it, and then you can comment back to the parents, so kind of like a messenger. It's super great. And then I'm trying to see where I can get to it. So there's activities right here if you hit the activities section, and you can post different activities for them to do, and it'll show the grade level that could complete it, and that way the kids can do that. So that's a little bit about the Seesaw app. Like I said, I couldn't show too much just because of my students, but it's super, super convenient, super nice. And like I said, the parents get a QR code, so that way they're able to get it right in their phone, and it's just for their child. There's this tool up here where you're able to manage your class. You can choose icons. You can, if a parent loses the QR code and need a new one, you can send it to them. So that's all through the settings app, and it's that little tool thing up there. So yeah, that's just a little bit about Seesaw. Like I said, it's a great app, especially for early childhood teachers.